I know I look crazy and you're gonna look crazy too, but this is gonna help to give you a nice even eyebrow. This again is the start, the arch, and the tail of your eyebrow. So you wanna learn how to wax your eyebrows from home? Don't worry, I got you. And if this is the first time you've been to my channel, my name is Athena. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are a returning subscriber, what's up? Welcome back. I hope you enjoy. Listen, I know we're all stuck inside. I know this is a weird time right now. That doesn't mean your eyebrows gotta look weird, girl. I know this can sound a little bit intimidating if you've never waxed your own eyebrows or if you have had a bad experience trying to shape your own eyebrows, but don't worry, again, I got you. I have had experience working for Benefit Cosmetics at the Benefit Brow Bar, and I also used to work for Anastasia Beverly Hills. So me having experience working for the two top brands in brows means I feel comfortable enough and confident enough to show you the ropes and teach you the fundamental things you need to learn before going in with trying to shape and wax your own eyebrows from home. Okay, so here's just a quick bird's eye view of everything you're going to need. I'm using the brand Gigi. You get this brand from Amazon. It's just a gentle cream wax. I know the outside looks nasty, but the inside is clean. That is all that matters. You're going to need to get yourself a set of tweezers. I have a slanted tweezer as well as a pointed tweezer and my eyebrow scissors. This is from the brand Tweezer Man. I highly recommend this brand. It's very, very good quality tool. You're going to need one spoolie to be able to brush your hairs upward with after you trim them, waxing strips, waxing sticks, as well as your cotton rounds. I'm going to be using Browsings to map out my eyebrows, but you can use whatever product you have for your brows. You're going to want to make sure you have some cooling gel. If you don't have this cooling gel, you can just use aloe vera gel for after your wax to relax your skin, as well as an oil-free makeup remover to clean your skin before you start waxing. I personally use Garnier Micellar Water to clean my makeup off before I get started. Alright, are you guys excited to learn how to wax and shape your own eyebrows? So I have my hair clips in, I have my hands nice and sanitized, I have my station very organized. It's really important to keep cleanliness and hygiene and organization as a top priority during your eyebrow situation, always. Okay, so as you can see, I'm wearing makeup. So if you're wearing makeup before you start with your eyebrows, you're gonna want to take a makeup remover, nothing oil based, that way your makeup doesn't slip and slide. You can just go ahead and start taking your makeup right off. I'm using micellar water, but you can use anything that is not oil based to remove your makeup before you begin. Eyebrow makeup is taken off and now we can begin. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to map out your eyebrows. Mapping out your eyebrows is going to indicate to you where the arch and the tail of your eyebrows is, so you'll know where you're going to be waxing and where you're not going to be waxing or tweezing. If you're tweezing, this will be the same method. If you're threading, this will be the same method. So I'm going to be using Benefit's Browsings, this in shade 6. If you don't have this exact product, don't worry about it. If you have a brow powder, a brow gel, or a brow pencil, they'll all work the same. This particular product you need a brush for. Anything you'll need a brush for other than a pencil. So if you have a pencil, don't worry about having to use a brush, obviously. So I'm just going to dip into my gel and then also dip into my powder and take any extra product on the back of my hand. Just to note, you definitely do want to get yourself a nice and thin brush and an angled brush. That will help with the precision of your brow map. So next, what you're going to want to do as I get close is what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your pencil or take your brush in this demonstration and align it to the bridge of your nose. So you can see it's right beside the bridge of your nose, nice and straight, and I'm just going to make a line. Nice and slow, nice and clean, nice thin line. Next, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Take my pencil, my brush, and make a line. So I'm going to make it a little bit darker and a little bit longer. Perfect. So these two lines represent where your eyebrow should start. If you have any hair on the outside of this line, so in this part here, all this is good to be waxed. If you have, but anything behind the line is where you want to leave alone. If you have a gap, which a lot of people do, that just means your eyebrows are right now starting further back than the way that they should. That could be caused to over tweezing, over plucking, or maybe you're just losing a little bit of hair at the front, but that's okay. This is always where your eyebrows should start, and you don't want to tweeze anything behind those lines. So I'm gonna get even closer so you guys can see what's going on so far. So you can see the start of my eyebrow map is now complete. I'm gonna get a little bit more product and go in with the arch of my eyebrow. So same thing, grab your mirror, and the arch of your eyebrow is going to this right here, little nook of your nostril through the middle of your pupil. So you look into the mirror, straight, like dead on, and you're gonna go again to this little nook at the end of your nose, your nostril, and the middle of your pupil, and directly upward is going to be, make a little dot, is going to be your arch. And then you're gonna just draw a straight line down. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So going to the corner of my nostril, the middle of my pupil, and then I'm going to perfect, make a dot. Cool. Now you have your dot, then you can go ahead and just take that right down in a straight line down. Then lastly, we're going to go ahead with the tail of the eyebrow. So same thing, the corner of the nostril, the edge of the eye, taking that pencil or that brush straight up. Wherever it lands, we can make a little dot. So you see I made a little dot there, and then with your dot, you're gonna then just make yourself a straight line. Same thing on the other side. So corner of the nostril, corner of the eye, straight line, and dot. See, there's a little dot, and then you're gonna go ahead and make yourself a nice straight line. So this part, I know I look crazy and you're gonna look crazy too, but this is gonna help to give you a nice even eyebrow. This again is the start, the arch, and the tail of your eyebrows. And do not worry if your eyebrows don't reach right to that line. That is just showing you where, according to your face and your face shape, where eyebrows should be. If they are not there yet, that's an opportunity for you to let those areas grow. Okay, so now that I have my 3 lines, now all I'm gonna do is taking more product on my brush. I've already started to connect the first line to the second line in a very clean and tight motion. I don't know if you guys can see. Because I'm just doing a cleanup and I already like my shape, I'm keeping very tight to the shape that I currently have. If you are trying to grow out your eyebrows and your eyebrows are thin, then you're gonna want to do the same thing but leave some space. Leave some space, and you're gonna clean up the hair underneath the line. But again, on the inside of the brow map, you're gonna let that hair grow. And if you have a lot of hair and you're trying to make your eyebrows a little bit thinner, then you're actually going to take the line, same thing, connect the first line to the second line, but then you can take the product inside some of your hair. And when you take the line on the hair, then anything on the outside of your brow map will be taken off. Anything on the inside of your brow map will remain. So now that I have connected the first line to the second line, I'm going to go ahead and connect the second line to the third line. So it's really important to keep your lines as clean as possible, because we wax off anything on the outside of the line, and just makes your job a lot easier when it's a very clean line. So right here, I'm trying to grow out some hair, so my line gets a little bit thicker because I want to keep more hair in that area in my arch, because I'm trying to grow it out. Don't I look so beautiful? So you can see that I've already started to connect the first line to the second line. Now, depending on what shape you're going for, how you're going to connect your lines can be different. For example, I have like a natural brow. I have a soft arch natural brow. Some people like a straight brow, some people like a very high arch, and some people like myself just like a very soft and natural arch. So how you get to play around with your arch is how much you're going to create a lift in your eyebrows. What I mean by that is, you can see I'm not just taking my eyebrows in like a straight line. There is a gradual little lift in my design, and there's a gradual lift in my eyebrows because your eyebrow starts to lift because it has an arch. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and you can see my line gradually gets it gets more elevated, and that is because I want a naturally elevated arch. I'm getting closer so you can see. And then you're gonna take that, and then now you're going to take that arch and just pull it downward. So you're connecting that second line to the third line. Just like that. So I completed my other side, so I just wanted to show you exactly what both of my eyebrows look like once my map is completed on both eyebrows. Okay, so this is the part where you're going to now brush up your hair past the eyebrow map, and this is going to show you if you have any hairs that actually need to be trimmed. So I'll get in closer so you can see. So you can see that I actually have a few hairs that go on the outside of my brow map. So those hairs right there are safe to trim. Slowly trim any of the hairs that are sticking on the outside, just the tips. Keep your scissors nice and straight, and go very, very slowly. Just really quickly, when it comes to wax, again, I'm using a cream facial wax. It's very gentle. You want to go ahead and dip your stick into the wax, and you can put it on the back of your wrist and just make sure the temperature is okay before going in. You do not want your wax to be too hot because that's gonna hurt, and then if it's too cool, then it's not gonna work efficiently. So just make sure it's like lukewarm, and you can go ahead and just put it on the back of your wrist before you get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of my wax. When you begin, you always want to begin with the middle, so the unibrow basically, and you want to go the same direction that your eyebrow hair is growing. So because my eyebrow hair in the middle is growing upward, I am going upward with my wax, but you pull the opposite direction that you place the wax. So I have my waxing strip going the same direction that I put the wax on, which was up, because that's the way that my hair is growing. I'm going to pull your skin with one hand and rip the opposite way with the other hand. So ripping it down. So you can see, I got some hair. And then if you have some extra, then go ahead and just go over and it'll come right off. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some more wax. So you always wax in sections, so I'm gonna start with this section here first, taking my wax, just this much. I don't know if you guys can see, just a little dollop. And you're gonna go ahead and take that product right underneath the brow map. You can go right to the line where you created your brow map. You can literally touch the line. Just don't go on top of the line, but you can touch the line. And I took it in the same direction that my hair is going. So my hair is growing this way, so I took my wax that same direction. Right, taking my waxing strip, I am pushing the wax on the waxing strip the same direction that my hair is growing. Once with one hand, I'm going to pull my skin taut. With the other hand, I'm going to pull. Taking it the same direction of my hair growth on the outside of that brow map. Perfect. Then taking my waxing strip and then putting some pressure the same direction that my hair is growing, the same direction that I put on that wax, and then pulling with that other hand, pulling the skin back, and then ripping the opposite direction. I definitely got a lot of hair. And then you can fold the wax strip again and just go back over to get any of those extra wax that was left over. So then what you're gonna wanna do is get your tweezers, get your mirror, and you can go in and see any of the hairs that the brow wax did not get. So you can see it actually missed quite a bit of hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and tweeze that out. So you wanna tweeze in between waxing because that's when your pores are more open and it's way easier to get the hairs out and it doesn't hurt as much. So again, it's really important to make sure that you are waxing in sections and you are taking the wax the same direction that the growth is happening. So my hair is growing this way, so I'm going to be taking the wax that same direction. I'm just taking the wax over right on top of my brow map. You want to make sure you're keeping nice and you want to make sure you're keeping nice and close to that brow map. And then take the wax, put nice pressure. Again, the same direction that your hair is growing, the same direction you put the wax on. With your other hand, you want to pull your skin nice and taut and then rip in the opposite direction. Perfect. Taking my wax down on the outside of my brow map. Perfect. Outside the brow map, same direction that my hair is growing. Then I'm going to place my waxing strip, push down a few times the same direction that my hair is growing. Then with my other hand, pull the skin nice and taut and then pull the opposite direction. Any extra wax that's left over, you can go ahead back in with your waxing strip folded and just pull it right off. Then I'm gonna go in with my tweezers and pull any hairs that the wax missed. Okay, so now that your brows are waxed, you're gonna wanna go ahead and take away your brow map and also take away any excess wax that is left on your skin. I'm using Wax Off, which is a product from Gigi, but you can also just get any wax remover from Amazon or Walmart or your beauty supply store. It will all work just the same. Nice and clean. And you can see here that my eyebrows are, even though they're thin, I kept my eyebrows a little bit on the longer side when I trim them, so I can make them look a little bit fuller by just brushing them up. So if you have thinner eyebrows or you want wispy eyebrows, you can also just brush them upward. It'll keep your features more lifted and also make your eyebrows look fuller. The last thing you want to do is take your cooling gel. If you have aloe vera gel, that will work the same. You just put a little bit onto a cotton round and you can go ahead and just, and just press it against your eyebrow. Hold it there. Just hold it there. Use a lot. And it just cools everything down. It feels really nice and refreshing. Pro tip, if you mix this with water, so if you use water and aloe vera gel, and make sure that you're using cold water and your aloe vera gel straight from the fridge, it will enhance the cooling sensation. All right, that is it. So take a look at my eyebrows, take a look at the shape. My eyebrows are intact and I'm still working on growing them out, but this is helping to keep them nice and shaped and maintained during this time when we are self-isolating. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you feel inspired and you feel informed to go and shape your eyebrows from home as well. I will leave all the products I use in the description bar below, so make sure you take a look at that. Let me know if you have any questions about what I taught you in today's video, I would love to help you out. I would love to answer your questions. And of course, if you like my video, then don't forget to give me a like because it really supports my channel. Share this video with a friend. If you know anybody who needs to get their eyebrows done and you think this is going to help them, then definitely show your love and send it to them as well. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications because it will alert you anytime that I create a video and post it online. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.